All right. Want to say all praises be to Abanawa, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakapadash. Double honor to the apostles, was a quantum of great millstone and rule well. Shalom to the sincere brethren. Akibodia across the four winds, the four corners of the globe. Pushing the truth, the good news of Yahweh Shai. Proclaiming salvation to the elect of Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And proclaiming the downfall of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man and his wicked empire. So there's going to be a World War III update dealing with this Iran peace deal, which I said I was going to make a video on it, additional video on it. But yeah, nonetheless, America and Iran just signed this MOU, Memorandum of Understanding, a so-called peace deal or whatever, or a deal to basically ensure Iran doesn't have nuclear weapons, and in exchange, Iran gets certain concessions, man, mainly like financial concessions, and ultimately it's supposed to be a cessation of hostilities over there in the Middle East between Iran, Israel, and the U.S. But nonetheless, like I said in the prior video, don't be discouraged by this, man. Don't let your faith be shaken by this, because World War III still will happen. It's still gonna happen, and Iran will be a key player in that. Not only Iran, but their backers like Russia and China is gonna be key players in that. But nonetheless, this whole happenings with Iran over the last year is the most time moving the chess pieces in place for that great battle of Armageddon. Because like I always like to say, the precedence has been set for Iran, Israel, and America to go to war, man. To lock in war, man. So the next time, Lord will, the next time is the last time. Hey, that's gonna be the big one, man. Lord's will. However long it takes, man. Whether it's this year, next year, or the year after, whenever it is. But it's gonna come in due time, Lord's will, to be, if it's the last time, to be the precipitation to the big World War III, man, and to be the precipitation to the ground battle over there in the Middle East, man. So this is the book of Proverbs chapter 21, verse 1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. God, so the reason why the Lord made this peace deal happen, or we don't know for sure what's going to happen after this, because they say 60 days. They're going to go over some the details, work out the kinks of this ceasefire and the end of the war, so to speak, which is just is a so-called end of secession for now, just a break in hostilities, because nonetheless we know the war has to kick back off again, dealing with the war of Armageddon over there in the Middle East, man, in the valley of Yahweh Shaphat. So we know the Most High is just moving around his chess pieces, man. You know what I mean? He just made this move now, the so-called peace deal with Iran, Israel, and U.S. Because the other prophecies still have to come to pass, man. The other prophecies have to keep moving, man. We see what? Elon Musk just became a trillionaire. And Elon Musk is going to be what? At the forefront of moving the prophecy of the RFID chip, man. You understand? The whole digitization of the world's currencies, man. The whole merging man with machine. Elon Musk is at the forefront of that, man, and he just become a trillionaire, man. So what is that agenda going to be pushing? The RFID chip agenda, which is, along with World War III, is the last main prophecy, man. Those two last main prophecies, along with the famine of the word, martial and those stuff, all of them are interconnected. So the Lord had to kind of slow this down, man, in order for those other prophecies to catch up, so to speak, or to continue on. Because we can't have the end, the missiles flying, the nuclear missiles flying, without the RFID chip being mandatory, without the martyrs of Yahweh Shai happening, man. You understand? It ain't gonna be a normal sunny day in a Babylon and the nuclear missiles flying, man. So that's why the Lord had to cause this so-called peace deal to happen for now, man. Because he made that move, boom. Now he's making his other moves, man. You understand? So that's why it's important being in the truth. You have to understand the timeline of prophecies. You have to understand how the prophecies interconnect. You can't just go off the hinge and be like, oh shit, this is it. No, you have to understand how the prophecies connect, man. Yeah, we got excited But like brothers was even saying back then, back in February, yo, you gotta remain even keel, man. As we understand there's other prophecies still that has to take place. So this book of Proverbs chapter 21 verse 1, the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, as the rivers of the water, he turneth it wheresoever he will. Come. So the Lord, the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. So a year ago, 6 months ago, he turned the king's heart to go to war. The king of Babylon, Trump, the king of Iran, the supreme leader, Bibi Netanyahu, the prime minister of Israel, he turned their hand into war, to go to war. Mainly the king of America and the king of Israel, the state of Israel, which is Bibi and Trump. He turned their heart to go to war, and then Iran, they bust back, man. They started hitting back, man, where they was locking horns full-fledged. You understand? And now he turned their heart away from war for the time being, man. So they have this peace deal, but at any time you could turn their heart back to war, man, back to hostilities, man, in due time, man, because the Lord is in charge of the chessboard, man. So now, yeah, so now it might be a slow down on that, the World War III front, but guess what? Everything else is, all the other prophecies are trending in the direction to catch up with the World War III prophecy, man. Like I said, the RFID chip being mandatory, the famine of the world, Isaiah 4:1. See, all these things have to happen, man, before the missiles fly. You understand? So the Lord just turned this chess piece. Yeah, okay, we're gonna make y'all make a peace deal, for now, man. For the time being, this is about Proverbs chapter 20, verse 24. Man's going of the Lord. How can a man then determine his own? How can a man then understand his own way? And it's from the king on to the lowest man, man. The Lord controls all of us, man. So yeah, the Lord is really the one behind this so-called peace deal, man. And he's gonna turn it whichever way. He's gonna make it work out whichever way he needs it to work out for the prophecies to come to pass and how he wants them to come to pass. The timeline that he wants these prophecies to come to pass. The timeline he wants World War III to come to pass. The timeline he wants the chip to come to pass, man. So on and so forth. He's setting up these prophecies in due order, in his liking, man, because he's a director. So yeah, we want this shit to go down, man. But we can't over jump the Lord, man. We're not bigger than the program, man. We're not over the Lord program, man. This is the Lord's program. So we're not over, and we can usurp the Lord's program, man. No matter how we feel. Yeah, we want to be out of here like yesterday, but you have to remain even keel, man. You know what I mean? You have to remain even keel. Or else you're gonna find yourself disappointed and disenchanted, and you don't want that. Losing patience. The scripture say, "Want him that lose patience, man." Basically, when his master come and knock it, he don't find him watching, man. So don't be discouraged by this so-called peace, because we know also what First Thessalonians 5, though they shall say peace and safety, sudden destruction. But that sudden destruction ain't supposed to catch us unaware. So it still belongs on the look for how the Lord is gonna play this whole peace deal happening, man. Because we know this has to intertwine with the chip, man, the economic crash. You understand? All of these things are gonna intertwine. So you have to see how the Lord is gonna play out this peace, this so-called peace deal, man. You understand? What I was gonna get. And like I said, Proverbs says what? Man's going of the Lord. How can a man then determining his own way? One second, Akil. Kind of precept. So this is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 38, verse 10. Thus say the Lord power, it shall also come to pass that at the same time, shall things come into thy mind, and thou shalt think an evil thought. Come. So ultimately, like I said, the Lord is going to twist these kings' minds back, man, to think that evil thought, to go to war against one another. Not only just war, but thermonuclear war, man. You understand? He's going to make these kings think that evil thought, man. And even the evil thought to jack you people up, man, to bring in that martial law, to make Trump or whoever the president is think that evil thought to bring in martial law, man. to put shoot to order kills, shoot to kill orders upon you people here in America when a martial law is declared, man. Like the scriptures talk about a cruel Lord being over you people here in Babylon, man. So yeah, the evil thought ultimately for them nuclear missiles to fly, but even before that, it's gonna be an evil thought to bring hell upon you people, man. That was at Revelation 12 and 12. This book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. So this is the so-called white man heaven. So he better enjoy while it lasts. But also, we looking for the kingdom of heaven, the Israelites, man. So we're gonna rejoice in the fact that the so-called white man is going down, man. You understand? Yeah, it's the white man heaven. Right now we're living in the white man's heaven. So he better rejoice while it lasts. But also at the same time, the kingdom of heaven really belongs unto us, the Israelites. So we rejoicing at the fall of this place, man. Rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. And so woe to the people of the earth, meaning destruction. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, for he have it. So having great wrath because he know it, that he had but a short time. So great wrath is coming on, man. So these different leaders, man, here in Babylon, they're going to take many evil thoughts and they're going to bring great hell upon you people, man. Brothers talk about the draft too. And that came up with the Iran war. Or they might potentially draft some of you people over there to go fight in the Middle East, which is going to happen, man. It is a reason. See, everything that happened with this whole Iran war is a precursor of the next round, man. And like I said, Lord's will, the next round is the last round, man. It's a precursor for what's going to happen next time around, man. And Lord's will, the next time around is a big shebang with all the necessary parties involved, man. You understand? So they show you something, yeah, they talk about a draft, man. They're gonna need a draft. So a lot of you people, man, you niggas and you black men, you black women, and you people in general, you American men, you American women, you're gonna get drafted over there in the Middle East to fight Iran, to fight China, to fight Russia, and these different nations over there in the Middle East, man. And you're gonna even get drafted to other places in the world too, man, because it's gonna be a world war, man. So there's gonna be wars on different fronts over there in the South China Sea, in Europe. You know what I mean? Wherever else they need men and women to fight in this world's war, they're gonna be drafting you people over there, man. You understand? For the devil is come down unto you having great wrath because he knoweth that he had but a short time. So this devil is gonna get drastic, man. More draconian measures, man. More unrighteous decrees in these last days and times, man. And brother say, Lord's will trump is a man. But whoever it is, man, it don't matter because the Lord use anyone, man. The Lord's gonna use whoever he may use, and that's the spirit. You have J.D. Vance up there, man. Maybe he's the guy. We don't know. But the Lord's going to use whoever the Edomite devil is in power in that day, here in Babylon. They're going to bring drastic measures upon you people, man. You know what I mean? Cruel measures, man. Which at that time, you people are going to be cruel and wicked towards each other, man. Because Second Ezra speaks about that, 15 and 16. They're not going to regard. They're going to be spoiling each other for the lack of bread, so on and so forth. But nonetheless, to say that, see, we didn't see those things yet, man. So hey, we gotta think, man, with this World War III, the end times, the missiles flying, man. We gotta see certain things, man, before we jump out the window and say, this is it, man. We just belongs really reporting and showing like the forecast, really, the prophetical forecast. Yeah, and this Iran thing, I mean, yeah, the Lord's will is this another step closer to the World War III, but of course, it is not yet. You know what I mean? And brothers were saying that, nonetheless, for the most part. But it's just one step closer, Akim, brothers and sisters. One step closer to the final deal, the final battle. You know what I mean? The pinnacle of what we call World War III, or what the scriptures call the third woe. You understand? But nonetheless, there's other prophecies have to go into that before the great pinnacle of the third woe happens, man. You understand? And it is going to get drastic, man, in these last days and times. But the Lord is preparing us through the Spirit to be ready for those times. Because the scriptures speak about take no thought what you're going to eat, what you're going to drink, what you're going to say. Basically, take no thought of what you're going to do in those times, man. It's like I read earlier, Proverbs 20 and 24, man's going up the Lord. So ultimately, we're going to be good in that day, man. We're going to be good when all hell breaks loose in America and across the globe. When World War III is in full swing, when the chip is getting mandated, man. We're going to be good. Whether in life and or in death, man, or in martyrdom, man. We're going to be good. You know what I mean? Because if Yahweh Hashem Yahshua is with you, if you have that mark of exemption spoken about in Ezekiel 9:4, you're going to be good in those last days and in these last days and times, because we are definitely approaching and in the midst and in the season of that. You understand? Like Romans 13 says, our salvation is nearer than when we believe, man. So it's soon here, man. It's soon here. Habakkuk, man. Though it tarry, wait for it shall surely come. It will not tarry. You understand? The Lord will not at all acquit the wicked, nay whom. So this white man ain't getting off, man. He's gonna still be judged, man. So yeah, this whole peace deal, going back to the topic at hand, this whole peace deal, we know ultimately is for a time and times, man. It's ultimately for the Lord to move the chess pieces on the other prophecies, man. So everything work out in its due timeline according to prophetic scriptures. And so with that, hope brothers and sisters will edify. Gonna say all praises be to Abanawa, Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushai, Ba'ashim, Harakakadash. The balance of the apostles was a quantum of great millstone who do well. And shalom to the elect.